Okay, so what do you do if your ad is rejected? Inevitably, your ad will get rejected, or you have an ad that gets rejected. So here's some best practices and some things that I do when I've had ads rejected. So it's important that you kind of follow this. First things first, watch the other video. Be very careful when you're submitting, especially early on. Um, Ad creative, copy points, things like that, targeting, those kind of things. Make sure that you have the special category if you have to run in that realm before you get to this point. Because once you get to the ad rejection, you just need to walk lightly until we can get the ad approved. Okay, so first things first, you want to request a review. So you'll go into the business manager in the ad, and you can select that ad. You've got campaign, ad set, ad. Select the ad, and a lot of times it'll tell you why the ad was rejected, and it's going to probably be vague, but see what it is. And if it's as simple as, hey, I forgot to add the special category, then clearly that's not going to, you've got to add that in there before you can get approved. Then if you see, well, it says that I'm doing this or I'm doing that. For instance, sometimes it'll say housing, requests aren't allowed, blah, blah, blah. Well, you're not even in housing. Maybe you're a car dealer and you're selling, vehicles. Well, it has nothing to do with housing. So what happens is it's a bot that's gone out there, and these bots are, they're just looking for certain language in the ad, and they reject it without, it's not a manual thing, right? There's not somebody out there every time you publish an ad and they're going through and looking at it. So click request review. And then oftentimes, if there's nothing wrong, the ad will just get approved and it'll start running. Now be prepared, if your ad is rejected and you click request review, they approve it, it'll start running. So if you have $50 a day to be running, it'll start burning that $50 as soon as the ad is approved. It could be approved in 5 seconds. It may be 5 minutes. It could be 5 hours or 5 days, but usually it's within 24 hours. So just keep that in mind. If it's a new ad account, it may take a little bit longer, but just keep that in mind. You can go to account quality also, and it'll kind of show you where you're at. If you've had 5 ads rejected and none overturned, just be very careful at that point, because you'll be close to getting your ad account shut down if you continue to have problems. And then if you do put the ad in a review, don't make any changes. So once you click and you see, okay, it doesn't look like I've done anything wrong, you're going to click, don't make any changes to the ad. Don't change a period, don't change a comma, don't add a word. I don't care if you have a misspelled, whatever. Click request review and just wait until the ad is complete. The review is complete. Then I've already talked about that. All right, so let's just say you request review and the ad comes back and it's still rejected, okay? Chances are you've got some kind of language in there that Facebook does not like. So what you can do is you can tweak the ad. If it gives you some feedback, you can tweak the ad. Maybe it's the picture, maybe it's the language that you're using, whatever. It could be a host of things, but generally it's the same things over and over again. Tweak the ad. You can look into the description, see kind of what they're recommending that might be the problem, and then I'll probably send you a link that you can click on and all that. Now, if you think, oh, this ad, I haven't broken any of these, violated any of these policies, you can go to Facebook support. There's a special business Facebook support that you can click on, and you can chat with somebody. They will request a manual review if it's available for you. If you're a new ad account, it may not be available for you, but just know that is possibly an option for you. Now, again, if you have an ad that's rejected and you're waiting on a review, if your ad's been rejected, do not publish any more ads until this ad is resolved. And the main reason is because you don't want to get too many strikes against you, or otherwise your ad account can be shut down. So work with this one ad, try to get Facebook to get it approved, even if it's as much as delete everything and just say, come and see us and get that ad up and running. Okay. Just because you don't want to fool around and get your ad account rejected. So I would work with the one ad at a time. A lot of times people make a mistake and they'll publish an ad and then they'll duplicate 10 different ads or 5 different ads, and that first one gets rejected, then they all get rejected. And all of a sudden the whole ad account's shut down. That's the last thing you want. So don't do that. Just work with the one ad at a time. If it's approved, it comes back and it's approved. Give it a couple of days. You can duplicate that specific ad and then just, change the image or something like that. Because then you'll have it dialed in on what is working, what's getting approved, and what's not. Okay. All right. Pretty much you're going to have ads rejected. Just keep that in mind, but you want to limit it to minimal rejections. You want Facebook to, because if you request review and then it comes back all of a sudden 5 seconds later and it gets approved, well, that takes that negative rejection off, kind of gives you a little bit more in your quality rating there, and that helps you. Otherwise, if you have 10 ads out there and they're all rejected, it's going to go against you, and you can only get so many rejected ads before they start causing problems. That's the last thing you want. So, all right, see you in the next video.